Best freelance jobs for beginners. With high potential income ranging from 10,000 up to 100,000 pesos. One of the most common reasons why people don't pursue freelancing is because they don't know the best freelance jobs for beginners. They probably have read an inspiring story of how someone makes 6 figures a month working at home. And when they ask that person what his job is, they'd get disappointed because it's programming. Yes, while it's true that the highest paid freelancers have the most in-demand and difficult skills, you're missing out on something. If you're a beginner and you think like that, please stop. Of course, you won't get 6-figure salaries right off the bat, but when you play your cards right, it's possible. Here are some of the best freelance jobs for beginners. Virtual assistants. Virtual assistants is one of the most common freelance jobs in the Philippines, or in the world. If you're not familiar with this job, think of them as assistants, but their work is online. Their work typically consists of email management, booking, writing, calendar management, bookkeeping, answering calls, and many others. Basically, the scope of their work is determined by their clients, or the employers. But if you want to get paid more in this freelance job, I suggest you focus on a niche. If you don't know what a niche in freelancing is, think of it as a particular topic. For instance, instead of being just a general virtual assistant, you can brand yourself as an Amazon virtual assistant. What this means is that you are an expert in the Amazon business and you know how to handle stores. What's the benefit of this, you ask? Having a niche allows you to command a higher rate. When clients are looking for an expert on Amazon stores, you have a higher chance of landing the job rather than someone who knows just a little bit about it. But in order to have a niche, you should dedicate all your efforts into learning everything you can about it. Potential salary is about 10,000 to 100,000 peso per month. Social media management. According to a report from CNN, the Philippines is the world's heaviest internet user. On average, Filipinos spend 10 hours and 2 minutes a day online in 2018. Now that we're on quarantine, this number has most certainly gone up. But the golden question is, are we using this time for something productive? It's fine to use some of our time scrolling through Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. But did you know that you can use your internet-savvy skills to make money at home? This is your chance to help those clients manage their social media accounts and use your knowledge to grow their reach. Of course, you just need to sharpen your knowledge by taking free online courses to have a slightly better chance of this. But overall, this is one of the best freelance jobs for beginners to get into. Potential salary is ranging from 15,000 up to 38,000 pesos per month. Content writing. One of the best and easiest freelance jobs for beginners is content writing. Content writers write blogs, articles, ebooks, email marketing campaigns, and many more. As with virtual assistants, you can also have a niche in content writing. For example, you can focus on writing about personal finance, gaming, or travel. This just depends on your knowledge and interest. And to be a content writer, you don't need to be the next J.K. Rowling just to be a content writer. If you've written an essay back in school, then you already have an idea on how to write content for websites. You just need to know the differences between the different types of web content. Then, you can start offering your services in one of the freelance platforms or websites. But once you have experience, I highly suggest that you search for writing jobs in different freelance jobs platform or website. Potential salary. Beginners charge $5 to $10 per 500 words on average. But if you have a portfolio of samples already, you can already start charging $25 per 1,000 words. Data entry. Another easy freelance job for beginners is data entry. This freelance job is so easy that anyone can do it. It's true. If you have some basic knowledge of Microsoft Excel and copy-pasting data, then you're good to go. This is because your job is to usually just collect data from sites and transferring it to Excel sheets. Unlike other jobs in here, you don't need to use your brain power as much in data entry jobs. However, you'll be dealing with tons of data at once, so the volume is your only problem. But for beginners looking to get a feel of what it's like working online as a freelancer, this is the perfect job to start. Potential salary is ranging from 8,000 up to 21,000 pesos. ESL tutor. ESL or English as a second language tutors primarily teach English to Chinese or other international students. The demand for ESL tutors has increased over the years since more and more Chinese and other foreign families have recognized the importance of English. Basically, the job of ESL tutors is to teach students how to read and write in English. The process is all online. A lot of BPO employees have even transitioned to being an ESL tutor and have found success in doing this full-time. And contrary to what many may think, you don't even need a teaching license to be qualified for this job. But you do need to have a 4-year degree. If you think that you have the patience and the English skills needed for this job, why not give it a try? Potential salary is from 15,000 to 40,000 pesos per month. Customer service representative. More and more companies are turning to freelance customer service representatives to help them with customers' complaints. The beauty of this is that almost every company needs CSR, so you won't run out of jobs soon. If you don't know the primary duties of CSR, it basically involves dealing with customer complaints. Because of that, a lot of patience is needed in this job. But if you are already in the BPO industry, this is one of the best freelance jobs to transition to. Potential salary is ranging from 10,000 up to 53,000 pesos per month. Transcription. In the most basic sense, transcriptionists just convert audio and videos into texts. They may also be responsible for creating subtitles that we see in almost every form of video today. Because of this, you don't need any specialized skills or talents to do these jobs. You just need to practice to be efficient and accurate. In the freelancing world, there are a lot of opportunities for newbies to get started. Some of the websites to apply are Transcribing, Acuter and Globe, and Rev. Potential salary, 10,000 to 27,000 pesos per month. Voice acting. One of the best freelance jobs for beginners is voice acting. In this job, your only capital is your voice. However, you might need to invest in some equipment beforehand, such as a decent quality microphone, headsets, and a computer. The freelance platform where voice actors thrive the most is Fiverr. That's because a lot of brands are always looking for high-quality voiceovers for their videos. And you don't even need to have a diploma to do these jobs. You just need to have good pronunciation and a good voice, which can be developed. Potential salary is $20 per 500 words. Video editing. If you have video editing apps on your phone, you already have a valuable skill more than you might realize. Video editing on a computer isn't that different from editing on a phone. The only difference is the advanced features. But if you already know the basics such as the timeline, transitions, and effects, you already have a solid foundation in video editing. Besides, businesses typically just require you to edit simple videos that don't require the advanced features. Video editing may be as a hobby for some, as it wasn't that hard. You try to edit some anime music videos using some editing software. But for creative beginners looking to enter the freelancing world, this is the perfect job to start with. Potential salary is ranging from 16,000 up to 25,000 pesos per month. SEO specialist. When you search in Google, have you ever wondered how Google ranks millions of websites for that particular search term or keyword? The job of an SEO, or a search engine optimization specialist, is to make sure that a website ranks as high as possible in Google. To do this, he does keyword research, SEO audit, and optimizing the website as a whole. This might seem like a hard job for beginners, but it's not. Once you understand how Google works, everything will click together. If you are a blogger, you should learn the importance of SEO early on. Even though you have zero knowledge and experience on the topic, you can manage to rank some of your pages on Google for those certain keywords, and I'm sure that you can. Potential salary, 15,000 up to 58,000 pesos per month. That's it. These are some of the best freelance jobs for beginners and its potential income. These jobs usually don't require extensive knowledge and experience for beginners. Thus, they're the perfect jobs to start your work-at-home journey. We know what it's like to be a beginner in the freelancing world. It's hard, and it's even harder if you don't even have some skills you can offer. But do note that you might have to try a few of these jobs first to know what your bread and butter would be. If you're not a beginner but you're looking for the most in-demand freelance jobs right now, watch this.